Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got another beer here from the Heavy Seas Brewing Company. Excuse me. Kind of a revisit. I've done this on the channel, I think twice now. I did the original bombers that used to come out back in the day. And I'm not sure if I did the smaller bottle or if I found another bomber or did it again. But this is Blackbeard's Breakfast, which is a barrel-aged porter, a bourbon barrel-aged porter. But it comes in at a very sessionable, let's see if I can find it. I remember it being in a nice session strength category. 10%. A nice session strength, 10%. So there you go. And this is bourbon barrel, I remember, bourbon barrel aged. Okay, so it's porter brewed with coffee and aged in bourbon barrels. And this is the 2022, so this is this year's vintage of it. Now, I was up in Cherry Springs State Park this weekend with my girl, and we camped out in the back of the truck. We got down to 30 degrees, so it was cold, but she had my military sleeping bag, so she was warm. And I made it. Let's just say that. But the stars were pretty. There's way too many people. I'm not going to go on a Saturday, and I'll tell you that. But we went over to Sheets, of course, because it's the most wonderful place in the world. Over in Coudersport, right there, and we passed a place called Potter County Beverage, and it looked like it just got remodeled, or it was a newer building because it was pretty nice. I don't remember seeing it there before. So we stopped in, and we bought 2 beers from Heavy Seas, which I'll do the next one next. And probably round out today. And then bought a cigar. We never ended up smoking it, but bought one. We just wanted to share one for some reason. I said, "Hey, you want to share your cigar?" She said, "Yeah, I thought about that." I was like, "Oh, I was kind of joking, but whatever." So I bought one. I think it's still in the truck. I can't remember where it is. But the one is this beer I bought, and the reason I bought it is because I remember having it, enjoying it. Now, I enjoyed it way more back in the day, I will tell you that, because I wasn't overly impressed when I had it last time. But it is a 10% barrel-aged Imperial Porter. It was $10 a 6-pack. I bought 2. I bought whatever was in the shelf. There was 2, and I bought them. Because $10 a 6-pack? Are you fucking kidding me? Give it to me right now. So we're going to review this right now in my jubilation of being back and having 2 6-pack of this, I hope. And even if I'm okay with it, I'm still winning, if you know what I'm saying. So we're going to give it a go and see what's going on. I can already start to smell the food. I had to put some more stuff in my ulcer because it's getting me angry. And I don't usually get them. So it just got right there, right on that bit of skin right between the lip and the thing. And it's driving me insane. I must have had too much citrus or something. Too much acid. Something made my mouth angry. So we're throwing it in the On the Point glass from Mars, Pennsylvania area. Mars, Evans City, right between there. It's actually, I think it's called the Evans City Mars Road or something like that. Route, something like that. And if you get into Mars, you can go check out Stick City Brewing Company. So there you go. We'll throw it up there so you can see a double take on it. I know glare. Sorry about that. There, the glare went away a little bit. There it is. But yeah, it used to be really cool. Bombers. I miss bombers. Bombers were something for me. I understand price point and blah, 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 blah. But it was just special. It was a special thing to get a bomber. A big-ass beer, bomber. Fuck yeah, go down. And I always found bombers were a nice drinking size for me. I like a bomber. I can drink a bomber of a beer, and I'm happy when I get done. Or 6 or 7. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the size I want for a big beer in my face. I'm just never the guy that thought bombers were a sharing size. They are good for that, but if I got a bomber, I'm happy because I'm drinking the whole goddamn thing, that kind of thing. Generally, unless I'm at a bottle share, and the whole point is to share, because sharing is caring when you're at a bottle share. Heavy Seas, Baltimore, Maryland, of course. That's smelling good over there. I roasted a huge pork roast with barbecue sauce, and I just threw it in the pan with a bunch of green beans and just reheating it slowly with more sauce on it, and it is smelling good. We had a huge porterhouse too. that we did on the thing last night too. We found it all discounted, so we're eating it. Good times. Let's see, and 1995, yes, because they were made the same year Yards was, or founded the same year as Yard was. This has breathed long enough. The breath of breathing has happened. The breathing, the breath of. But so let's get into this one. Just a ring of caramel hue around the glass, or khaki hue around the glass. There are alcohol legs sticking from that 10%, as to be expected. Up to the light. Oh boy, that is like a cherry hue. Caramel cherry hue at the pinnacle of the glass there. The rind of it. The aroma. Subtle. It's subtle. It's not, but it is ripe. It is rich to a certain extent because it does have a lot of caramel hues in that bourbon. I like that. Bourbon, I don't like it when you get into a beer that's barrel aged, specifically barrel aged to a bourbon or whatever, and the first thing you don't pick up is that. That should be the first thing you pick up. You should pick up other things too, but that should be the first thing. And that is in this. Okay. So, I am getting bourbon. Caramel peppery bourbon wafted through. You get roasty, toasty qualities under that and a little baker's chocolate coming up. Yep, just not milk chocolate or anything. Just kind of a hint of a waft of baker's chocolate coming up with that little smoky as well. Nothing crazy, but smells good. So, cheers. Procreator, Gollum album, 1980, or Protector, Gollum album from 1988. I do have a Procreator album. Okay. Going back to the second time I've had it, it is a bit thin. It's thin. It's not very bombastic. There's not a lot of things going on. I would say, personally, for me, if I'm tasting what I'm tasting right now, I think $10 is a great value for a 6-pack of this. However, in the same sentence, I think $10 is exactly where this 6-pack needs to be. You see what I'm saying? I remember, like, the first time I've had it, let me say this. The first time I've had it, it wasn't a one and done. I bought multiple bombers of this over a course of time. And then I didn't have it for a long time. And then I found the new version of it. Oh, wow. Night and day. I don't know what happened. I don't know what... I drank this for a few years, and I knew palates get acclimated to different things and blah, blah, blah. But I drank multiple bombers of this in a time period. It was back, kids were young, the whole deal. But it's just not the same beer anymore. And this is reminding me more of the second time I've had it when I went, like when I found it in small bottles, I'm pretty sure. And I go, whoa, just tastes like shit. You know what I mean? It's not shitty. I'm just saying in comparison. Like I would say, I don't even know how to say it. It's the first time I've had it, like, it was an Imperial Porter, but that Porter base brought way more to the table than what's happening right now. Which they could have, because Heavy Seas is doing such mass marketing now and mass distribution, that's part of it too. They're probably not putting as much effort into the base beer, and you can taste it. They have to be, because you can taste it. It just seems like a very substandard porter. The base porter, it doesn't taste like, what you would, what I'm getting out of here, it doesn't taste like a Smutty Nose Robust Porter or anything like that. You know what I mean? Those, it doesn't have ripe qualities of different aspects. It's very roast. Oh, there's roast in this. Oh, did I tell you there was roast? There's some roast in here. You get subtle caramel bourbon, very subtle. There's an oiliness that wafts around the palate. It's in that medium size of medium body category. You get a little bit of nuttiness wafting around the palate. You didn't get a lot of earthiness or anything. You get a little smokiness, a little hint of nuttiness. As long as you let it sit, talk about it, and that's it. This is a great beer for killing them by the campfire, shooting the shit. It is. However, a 10% Imperial Porter aged in bourbon barrel should never be an easy drinking beer that you sit around the campfire and shoot the shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, this should be a special beer that it brings everything to the table and you just go, wow, I'm just going to sip on this and just enjoy it and go to bed. And it doesn't do that at all. You know what I mean? That's one of those things. It's crazy. I would say, though, I'm going to itch my nose here inappropriately. I will say, it's not offensive. It's not abrasive. It's not offensive. That's nice. When you breathe it in, you're getting that nice caramel bourbon. It's breathing way nicer than it is drinking. Kind of like the, I don't know if I reviewed it or not. I don't have one here anymore. I might have reviewed it. Might have been drunk when I did it, but I haven't got drunk in a very long time, so I probably wasn't drunk. I was probably tired. I see one over there, but I know that was hers, so I must have reviewed mine. All of a sudden my nose is acting up. But it smells way better than it tastes. The hazelnut from KBS was smelling awesome. Tasting, not so awesome. It's that kind of thing. There's so many beers that are like that where the taste and smell do not work well together. Like epic smell, shitty taste. It's rare that you find the shitty smell, epic taste. You usually find that in wine more so than beer. I'm going to give this... I'm not going to kill it. Because, like I said, it does what it's supposed to do. I wouldn't say it's as advertised. But 10%, easy drinking, approachable, bourbon barrel aged, $10 of 6-pack. Boom, bam, boom, 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 boom. Equates to a 7. 7 out of 10. Blackbeard's Breakfast. I'm actually interested in going back and trying to find that second review I've done. I don't even know if I've done Blackbeard's Breakfast, the original one on the channel. I don't know. I don't watch my own shit back. So I'm going to give it a 7 right now, and that's being generous, but all those 10, easy drinking, approachable, $10 a 6-pack, those kind of things, for me, kind of, they can combine, and it's not a bad drinking experience. I don't hate this beer. I could easily drink this beer. So, and those are the things that are adding to that 7 out of 10 for me. But I can't give it a solid. It's just that notch under solid. If there was a little bit more roast, a little bit more something, 7.5 all day. But I'm going to give it a 7. This is my Paul for PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. Hearts up finger. Here goes. Woo!